Okay, so in this video I'm going to talk about something called an onliness statement. Now the concept actually comes from a well-known branding book called ZAG, and it's actually only one of the 7 steps that are in that book. So if you are interested in learning a lot more about branding from the person who invented this, I will link to that book in the description below. But generally it is a statement that will help you basically understand what your brand is about. So a brand is much more than just a logo, a colour palette, a font. It's basically the personality of your business and the kind of essence of what you're about. And this exercise is really, really helpful in helping you to get to understand that. So if you're new here, hello and welcome to my channel. Please do click the subscribe button if you are interested in learning more about business, marketing, productivity, design. I will be sharing all sorts of topics along those lines here on my channel over the next few months and weeks. So what actually is an onliness statement? It is basically a long version of an elevator pitch, something that you probably might have had a go at crafting a while ago when you started your business, or something that you've been struggling to come up with. And it also is a really helpful exercise to help you get clear on what you might want your tagline to be and how you also might want to set apart your business. So the statement is basically a sentence that is made up of a very specific formula. You start with the what, then you do how, then you do who, where, why, and when, and this will all make sense in just a second. But you basically put this all together and it gives you a big statement that says exactly what makes you different and stand out from your competition. So as an example, let's say that you own a dog hotel in Devon. So you first start with the what to define what you are. So you want to say that you are the only boutique dog hotel. And it's really important that you put the only in there because this is your onliness statement. It is what makes you the only. So you write down the what, which is the only boutique dog hotel. Then you do the how, which is that provides luxury boarding and training. So that's your how you deliver your service. Then it's time for your who. So for spoiled dogs with busy owners, and that's really defining who your target audience is and who your service is for. You've then got to add your where, so where are your target audience? Let's say they're living or holidaying in Devon, for example. And then we go on to the why, which is why do they want to buy from you? Basically because they want the comfort of knowing their pet is being well looked after. Then the next step is when, so this is about kind of where we are in the world right now, why people kind of need you in this era. So I would usually write something along the lines of in an era of overindulged pooches. So when we put this all together, you then have the only boutique dog hotel, that's the what, and the how is that provides luxury boarding and training. Then the who is for spoilt dogs with busy owners, and the where is living or holidaying in Devon. And the why is who want the comfort of knowing their pet is being well looked after. And then the when is in an era of overindulged pooches. So then you end up getting a statement that looks like the only boutique dog hotel that provides luxury boarding and training for spoilt dogs with busy owners living or holidaying in Devon, who want the comfort of knowing their pet is being well looked after in an era of overindulged pooches. Now, when you say it out loud, it sounds really long-winded, but it's not necessarily something that you would ever actually say to someone as an elevator pitch. You can just basically use this statement and condense it down to create things like an elevator pitch or a tagline, but it's just for your own personal reference to really, really understand the core of what you do and what is setting you apart, because you have all of those points there that can all be very different from your competitors, and that is how you are basically unique and standing out from them. So let's go ahead and use another example. Let's say that you have created an Instagram scheduling app. So their onliness statement would probably look like this. So you have the what, which is the only social media scheduling app. That's what they are. Then we have how, that provides automatic Instagram post scheduling. That's the kind of how of what they're doing. Then who is for busy social media managers. Their where is worldwide. Then their why of who wants them is who want the ease of automatic scheduling. That's why their target audience wants them. Then we've got the when in an era of digital automation. So all in all, that looks like the only social media scheduling app that provides automatic Instagram post scheduling for busy social media managers worldwide who want the ease of automatic scheduling in an era of digital automation. So that's what that looks like as a whole. And again, this is getting them really specific about what sets them apart. It's not necessarily something that they're going to be saying out loud or actually writing down on a website to people, but you can use the different elements to enhance your website copy, create taglines, as I said, and come up with a more condensed elevator pitch for when you are speaking to people. One last example, let's say that you are a travel blogger. So your what would be the only expat travel blogger. Your how would be that writes specifically about exploring and working in Asia. Their who might be for university students and graduates. Their where would be maybe they're in Western societies. Their why might be who want to emigrate to Asia. So that's the why of their target audience. Why do they want what you're providing? And then the when is in an era, I can't stop saying area. In an era of geographical freedom. So altogether that looks like the only expat travel blogger that writes specifically about exploring and working in Asia for university students and graduates in Western societies who want to emigrate to Asia in an era of geographical freedom. So again, a mouthful, but as I say, you wouldn't ever write the whole thing or say the whole thing, but that is really getting so specific on what someone does. It's going to make your whole marketing and branding experience a lot easier. And once you understand the core of your brand and your purpose and who you're serving, it just makes it so much easier to think about the actual design elements of your branding as well. So your logo, your mood board, you've got it in your head of what's setting you apart, who your target audience is, and maybe what they like in terms of design. So I would always recommend starting out with an exercise like this when you are setting up a business before you even get to any of the design side of branding too. So I hope you found this video helpful. It's kind of hard to explain without the text there, but I do have this written out in a blog post as well if you'd prefer to read it. I will leave the link in the description below, but thank you for watching.